You recording?
Yeah.
Oh. Welcome back to the channel, guys. Got me a box here of goodies. Let's take a guess. You guys should probably already know. Check that out. The goods. This is a BFI Stage 2 transmission mount. You can see a little Black Forest Industries tree in there. Skirt, skirt. This thing looks pretty freaking beefy. I can't move it. So, I'm gonna do this install like right now. I'm just gonna like change clothes, so typically you have to remove your ECU cage to do this. You remove your battery, your intake, your ECU cage. But mine is metal. So, I'm gonna try and avoid cutting it out and replacing the cage. I'm just gonna try and go around it. I've read a few stories that you can do it. You just have to use wrenches and not a ratchet. So I went out and bought a wrench set. So I'm gonna give it my best effort. It's only 6 volts. You got, like I said, the intake and the battery and shit. That stuff's easy. So I'm gonna change real quick and then we're gonna hop to the garage, try and get this in. We got autocross Sunday. Unfortunately, the roll race tomorrow, Saturday, is rescheduled to Sunday. And I have to pick one event to go to. And of course I'm gonna go to autocross because that's what the car is built for. I didn't think I would make it too far in the roll race event anyway. It was just something to do, it'd be fun, but I'm not gonna pick that over autocross. So, yep, let's go, let's change and get this part on. All right, we got the intake off. Now we gotta take the battery out, and then this tray right here has gotta go, and then we'll see what we gotta do to avoid this. But the transmission mount's literally like right in between this, but lower. You can't really see it in the low light, but we'll get to it and see where a little chafing on my intake is on the tube there. I might have to do something about that. Alright guys, so it's 1 bolt for the battery, and you take that little thing out, pull your battery out, stick it to the side, and there's 1 bolt along here somewhere. There's one there, one right here, and then along the side in the back. And now we should be able to pull the battery tray out. Maybe not. There's still something holding it back here. Ah, okay, I think it's on this ECU wire. And then we should be able to pull it out and have fun from there. Alright, if you're watching this as a DIY and you don't have a metal cage, disregard this next little bit. But, okay, since I do have a metal cage and I don't want to remove it, it requires cutting these out right here as well, which I started to and then said fuck it. Okay, so this guy right here, this box, there's these clips that go around it. Boom. You can lift these up with a screwdriver. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a 5th one back here. And it allows you to kind of lift this up. And you can lift up this whole, get good lighting here. You can lift up this whole thing. And then from there you can access the 2 bolts that go back here and the 2 bolts that go over here with a wrench, not with a socket set of any sort. So I got 1 more bolt back in there. There's 2 and 2, and it's just this 3, and then I swap it out. So being able to do your training mount without destroying or removing your ECU, I mean, this would be a lot easier if you had the composite version of this, but it's definitely possible to do it without it. So we finally got it out. Like I was saying, under that plastic you got these two. You gotta get the wrench over here for this one. It's kind of retarded, and this back one's kind of dumb as well. But you can listen, and you can see, and I can just, like, this is not good. That's bad. Now you take this one, and I literally can barely move it at all, like ever so slightly. I mean, it is brand new, but it's a stage 2 compared to my stage 1 engine. You can see all the difference kind of in there. How much more there just is. That's crazy. But there she is. Alright guys, I've been struggling trying to get these 3 bolts lined up. I got the other 4 in there already done, good to go. So I've been trying to figure this out. I only got 2 people. I don't have a pry bar of any sort. So right here, wrench on this, and then you just kind of press up against, and this will move the transmission and the mount whichever direction you may need it. So you can go kind of more this way or more this way, whichever you may need, and you can drop your bolts in. All right, everything's in. Sorry I'm shirtless. It got really hot in the garage. It was like 75, 76 today, which is funny. It was that hot today and it's already like freezing. It's like 35 degrees with like 35-mile-an-hour winds right now. It's freaking ridiculous, but I got everything back together for the most part. I still need to put the belly panel on, drop the car back down on the floor, but everything's torqued. Intake, obviously everything's back in. If you have any issues at all, let me know. In the description, I'm gonna put the link to the PDF file for the BFI install. Basically, if you go to their website for either motor mount, they have a PDF how to install with the torque and everything, but the smaller 4 bolts is 36 and the bigger ones are 44, the bigger 3. Easy stuff, but like I said, if you got any questions or you're stuck, hit me up, BR32YCE on Instagram or on here. Normally, if I'm not sleeping, I'll get back to you in the comments almost right away. I'm stuck with my phone, or unless I'm working or working on the car, whatever. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. But like I said, I'm gonna drop the car. We're gonna go for a drive. I'm not gonna have the GoPro up because it's dark out now. But actually, on the topic of GoPro, I got my new GoPro mount for my seat. So just like brackets on there, so you guys will be able to see like real good like driver views for autocross this weekend. So stay tuned for that. All right, guys, I just went for my first test drive, and boy, I tell you what, high RPM shifting, and kind of like what I said about the dog bone mount, but even better. It just feels great. Like it feels so, like there's no clunk at all. Like when I'm shifting, like banging gear, banging second, banging third, it's like there. It's just, there's no, once I let off the clutch, it kind of like dips, kind of, not like the whole car, but like you can always feel that transmission movement whenever you shift, especially at high RPMs and you're banging gears. So it eliminated that. It saw, like, as soon as I let off the clutch and I'm back on the gas, like there's no like clutch and then gas and it's moving again. It's just there. It's just staying in one spot. I don't know really how else to explain it. I'm not the best with words, but if you don't have this mod, you need to do it. Hit a BFI. I went to stage 2 for the transmission, stage 1 for the motor, and then I got the APR dog bone. So definitely buy that. I can't wait for autocross on Sunday. It's going to be real nice. Since I've done autocross in Roswell, I've done all 3 mounts and an intercooler, so it'll be a lot more powerful down there. And one of my main competition guys just turboed his car, his Honda, and yeah, so that's going to be fun. It's going to be a pretty nice battle this weekend, so stay tuned for that. Alright, y'all, I hope you enjoyed the video. Tonight I'm hoping to go out and do some racing. I really want to see or feel how the car reacts on launches now. I heard that it you know, the mounts kind of help reduce wheel hop and this and that. I don't really have much of that, but I figure, you know, launching the car at a higher RPM, it'll with those stiffer mounts, it'll put power down to the ground a lot more easy, or more efficiently, I should say, and it should make my launches better. So if I go doing that, I'll be sure to record that, and yeah, make sure you like, subscribe, and I'll catch you on the flip-flop.